Good morning, after Eve, dead of night, ladies and gentlemen. Minister SF coming to you with something really special tonight. We have got, as you can see before me, a box of White Flare and Black Bolt, the brand new Japanese sets. These are kind of like 151, but for Gen 5, kind of split into these two sets to kind of split the Pokedex up, so to speak. Now, these are incredibly popular, a little hard to come by at the moment just because everything's hard to come by Pokemon related. So I want to give a special shout out to Cats Collectibles TCG. This is the company that hooked me up with these boxes for an incredible deal, and also has just been incredibly nice to me. It's run by two incredibly lovely people. Definitely check them out. I will have my link for them in the description down below. Full transparency, I am an affiliate with them. If you click the link and purchase something, I might make money off of it. And I like making money almost as much as I love cardboard, because I can use that money to buy cardboard. So pretty much we are going to crack these boxes open, and I am going to then split them up into obviously black and white, or black and white, I should say, and then we are going to alternate between them. This way you kind of get that good mix between them, you kind of get to see everything. There's a lot to take in for these sets, so we'll open these up here and take a look at each one here. Yeah, maybe, yeah, here, just take it off screen for a second. Shout out to the sweet Mega Scizor playmat I have here in the background. So a little background, so I skipped Gen 5. I wasn't really playing Pokemon at that moment, card game or video game, but I know about the set. Obviously, you've got Zekrom here on Black Bolt, you got Reshiram on the White Flare box. I know it's got a lot of popular Pokemon, plus popular characters. I mean, this is where the guy N is from. But obviously, you've got some very popular Pokemon, like you've got Zorua, you got Archeops, Vanillite on here. Other side, you've got Galvantula, Emboar, Gothette, I think. I might be butchering that. I might be completely wrong showing it. But you've got just so many cool ones. Darumaka, Thundurus, Pansage. On this side, you got Chandelure, Ranunculus, and Mincino. I'm terrible with names, what can I say? But I know there's a lot of really cool Pokemon in these sets, and in Gen 5 just in general. And if I can remember how to open a box here, that's right, these are pull tabs. So, yeah, like I said, these are incredibly sought after right now because, as I said, this is all Gen 5. It's kind of like how they did 151 is just the Kanto region. This is all just the Unova region, only the Pokemon from Black and White. And what's really special about this set is it's got pretty much everything in it. It's got Master Balls, it's got Pokeballs, it's got every single Pokemon from Gen 5 with an art rare. So there is just potential for incredibly large amounts of hits here. People have been pulling God Packs out, so there's a lot to take in from this. So we are going to get into it. Like I said, we're going to go one pack at a time from each. If I can get these to stack up right. So, and we are going to be, of course, sleeving up our great hits in these awesome Pokemon Center summer sleeves. I really like this design a lot. So who knows, maybe we'll get a lot of water types here for it. But now that we have gotten everything set up, let's get into it with our first pack. Like I said, we're going to go white and then black. I suppose I should have gone black then white. Maybe we'll just alternate between those, but we're going to see what we get our hands on here. Now, I'm going to do my best to say these names, but I will probably forget quite a few. I believe it is Mienshao, or that's the minor form. Okay, Kling, Rufflet. Ooh, Pokeball Scraggy. And this is also really cool. So Zorua here, or Zoroark, I should say, but this is the old school foiling that they did with the black and white cards back when that was the current type, or current gen of the TCG. So I like that we get that little throwback foiling here. And Stunfisk and Gigalith. So no hits on that one, but that's fine. We take what we can get here. You might hear him meowing in the background. Of course, one of my cats is running around. Hopefully he doesn't try to jump up here and interrupt this. So first pack of Black Bolt. We got Timber, Muna, Whirlipede, ooh, Pokeball, Bisharp. That looks really cool. Old school foiling on the Volcarona. This is the gen that brought us Volcarona, which I remember, which was the first Gen 5 Pokemon I really heard a lot about because it was just so devastatingly powerful. Throw, which is or Karate Burt, or Karate Ernie, I should say, and Darumaka. So That is our first packs down for Black Bolt and White Flare. So let's go. Let's do black and white. Let's do it in like the, I guess the color, the naming order, I should say. Maybe we'll just alternate back and forth between them here. So, all right. That would be Panpour. Elginim, I think is the name. I can never remember. Mincino. Girder. Pokeball Girder. I like the Pokeball on it because it just goes up down the entire length. Cobalion with the old school foiling. Amoonguss. And another Bisharp. So solid start here. No IRs yet. No, well, I don't even know if they're called IRs in this set because there's just so many. Let me rephrase. No illustrated cards just yet. Dino. Jellicent. Yamask. Pokeball. Swadloon. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite little guys. Gives me very much ninja or emo living in my hoodie vibes. I love this little guy. I think he's adorable. Oh, gosh. Gothitelle, if I'm not mistaken. Sharam. And Vanillux. So, that was a white pack? Yeah, that was a white. So we'll go back to, let's go back to black here. So, like I said, I didn't do a lot with Gen 5, but I still know a bit about it. Like, that is Pansage, Golett, Venipede. Ooh, there's our first art card, the Muna, or no, oh gosh, the evolved form of Muna, whose name escapes me. Either way, that's still really pretty. Conkeldurr, Amola, and Crustle. Forgot Amola was in the set. For some reason, when I hear that name, it makes me think of the Alola region. But it is not. It is a Unova Pokemon. So there's our first hit. That's the thing, I'm butchering these names, and I feel awful about it, but it is hard to keep track and remember the names of 1,025 Pokemon. Even me, who is currently so close to finishing a full Pokedex, it's so hard. Herdier, Tepig, Lillipup, Pokeball Sharam, Klinklang, Ferrothorn, and Hilda. Hilda is one that definitely has one of the really cool secret rares in the set because it's the full art with her and her full ensemble of Pokemon. So definitely one we would love to pick up from this, but we will just see what we can get our hands on here. I wanted to say Charjabug, but it's not Charjabug. Carablast. Audino. That is like it's a fossil for the turtle. Excuse me. Pokeball Muna. It's not Bear. Is it Beartrick? Beardick? Cyanogal and Volbeat. Not Volbeat. No, not Volbeat. I am awful. I'm terrible. I should have brushed up on my Gen 5 Pokemon before doing this. But again, it's a gen that I don't have as much... Mandibuzz. That's it, Mandibuzz. It's a gen that I don't have a whole lot of experience in, but I just recognize a lot of them. That's Clang. Cottony. See, I know... That's Roly-Poly, but I can't remember his name. Pansear. Archeops, Sawsbuck, and I don't remember what we're calling this. I don't know if it's actually Clown, maybe, or Jester, one of the two. I'm not sure on that one, but I don't believe there's too many trainers in this one. I think it's this is a mostly Pokemon-centric set. I don't think there's too many trainers in this one. Litwick, that's a really cute Litwick. Unev, I know that's Pit of, it's not, maybe it's Unifezant? I'm not sure. Maractus, Amola, and there is our Zekrom EX, very sparkly, very shiny, which looks nice. Electros, and Golurk. So yeah, I remember, like I said, I remember some, but again, it's hard to keep track of 1,025 individual Pokemon, especially when you're going into a gen you're not the most familiar with. I think both of our hits have come out of Black Bolt packs, actually, so far. which has been interesting. So we'll have to see if maybe we just haven't gotten to the good stuff in White Flare yet. So we will see. Like I said, I am terrible with these names, and I want to say that's me. You know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're just gonna skip them because I don't want to butcher the names. And now I'm trying to knock over all these stacks. That is Duwat, Sepstrix, the evolved form. So can't remember that. Watchhog. There's a Keldeo EX, Sigilith, and a Spanner. I don't know what the Spanner is, but hey, there's another hit in the form of Keldeo. Looks really, gosh, the sparkles on the EX look really nice. Looks really nice. All right, so that was White Flare. So I asked, and White Flare finally gave us something here. So let's dig into this. Get into our next Black Bolt pack. There's Pit of, Timpole, Drillburt, maybe it's Cincino. I want to say it's sort of old school foiling on that Victini. Looks really nice. Energy badge of some kind. And it's not Lily. Is it? Yeah, that's Lilligant. That's Lilligant. I was thinking it didn't look like it, but I was thinking of the Hisuian version that were on White Flare. The Hisuian version that's much more slender. It's got like the almost dancer body going for it. Let's see here. Gosh. Oshawa. That is Rufflet. Gigalith. Cofagrigus. Exceligor. And Braviary. So, like I said, I can name quite a few of these, and if you were to give me like the list of the names, I could probably easily identify them and put them in order. But it's kind of hard to name them all kind of just off the... Especially here on the spot here. Another Swadloon. Swaddle. Basculian. Ooh, and we got an IR Sawsbuck, which looks awesome. It's very cute. Tornadus, Scraggy, and Swanna. That is a really cute looking Sawsbuck. That looks really nice. Sleeping right there. I don't think it's as cute as the one from Paradox Rift with it and the Deerling it's like the seasons changing and the arts link up. That one's really cute as well. But let's see here what I think we're right. I think I did the right one there. Yeah, at this point, let's just have some fun. Pawniard, Whirlipede, Tienmo? Venipede. That one looks really nice. Haxorus. Maybe this is Unifescent, in which case I don't know what that one is. Maybe that's Tranquil, something like that. Like I said, I should have done more research into the names and like grilled myself on them before doing this, but I was just so excited to get these boxes in. I was so excited to get them for a really good deal from Cats Collectibles TCG, and just to be able to crack this brand new set with all these cool IRs is really something awesome. I mean, there's just so many cool arts. I mean, that's the thing. Usually with these Japanese boxes, you get one guaranteed art rare per box, and we've already hit 3. So, Joltik, Vanillite, Zorua, Pokeball Spanner, Terrakion, a triple colorless energy of some kind, and a Durant. The Durant looks like it's made of clay. That's kind of cool. Black, I think. Like I said, at this point, I think I've completely lost the plot on what the order of operations was. Trying to go in between them, so we're just gonna go wherever the wind takes us and have some fun here. Petal, the Fossil, Pawniard. That is Seismitoad, Victini, Pokegear 3.0, and a Mola Mola. So, like I said, it's funny, some of the names just come to me, and it helps that, like I said, I've been working on a Pokedex with my 5-year-old, and we are within 70 Pokemon as of this recording from finishing all 1,025. So, and I believe Gen 5 is one of the gens that I still needed the most from, so this is helping out quite a bit. Woobat, that is Patrat, Gothat, I think. That is Deerling. That is Samurott. a fiery belt of some kind, and Liepard. So this is really nice, and it's helped that the Pokedex has been a lot of fun to do. I've got to learn so many of the Pokemon because I didn't do Gen 5 or 6. I tried Gen 7, but I couldn't get into Sun and Moon. And now I'm just recently getting back into into Pokemon again. Timber, Emolga, Girder, Electros, Art Rare, Haxorus Among Us, and I think that was Elegim. I believe that one starts with a B, but it escapes me. But that's a cool looking Electros. Kind of has like almost a hand-drawn, more of a drawn appearance to its art, which is kind of nice. I like seeing that. I like seeing the variety of the art styles that we're getting here in these illustration rares. They're not just all one style, but you're getting like a variety here, which is kind of nice. And I know I keep hitting the light, which is shaking the phone, and I apologize. This is kind of a janky setup, but again, I'm brand new to this, as you can tell. So we've got Trubbish, we've got Panseer, we've got Basculion, Braviary, and there is the Reshiram EX, which it looks very shiny. Heatmore, and that is... Oh my gosh, I love Swadloon and Swaddle. Why can't I remember? Or is this Leavanny? This is Leavanny. I cannot Yeah, this is Leavanny. Yeah. I'm burning myself on all of these names here, because I'm trying to rack my brain on them, but I am not going to remember some of them. And I'm sure there are people who are going to watch this and be like, how does this guy not know all of the Pokemon from Gen 5? Well, like I said, I didn't play Black and White. Still haven't played Black and White. I know the final form is Ranunculus. I don't remember your name, but you are Pansage. You are Darumaka. You are Drillbur. That is a secret rare Zekrom EX. That is pretty. That is Crocodile, and that is, I believe, in a professor's research. That doesn't matter, though, because, oh boy, that Zekrom. Oh, yeah. That is gorgeous. That looks just awesome. That's going to just sit right dead center there for right now. I definitely think we've had better luck with the Black Bolt packs tonight, which is fine. One box is hotter than the other, but this just goes to show that this set has a lot of cool stuff in it. So we got Duwat, we got the Archeops fossil, Shelbert, Mienshao? I believe that's Mienshao. That's a sick art rare. Cofagrigus, Durant, and Sock. Or maybe, yeah, I think that one's Sock. I can't remember if the blue one is Sock and the red one is Throw, or it's reversed. I'm pretty sure it's the blue one is Sock and the red one is Throw. So that's another... God, that one looks really nice. Oh, especially look at the water right there. Looks awesome. So many cool art cards in this, cool arts in this set, and the fact that every single Pokemon in this set has an art rare is crazy to me. It is just, there's just so many Pokemon in the set, and then to give them all the art is really nuts. Venipede, Axew, Snivy, Fracture, Thundurus. That is just a sick Thundurus with that foiling. Runiculus, and I don't remember your name, but you're a cute turtle and I like you. I believe your evolved form is Corticostal, if I'm not mistaken, but man, that Thundurus looks sick. And that's just a normal foil one, but that just looks really cool. The way the art and the foiling looks on that one. Alright, Herdeer, Ducklet, Pignite, Pokeball Tornadus, Samurott, Sigilith, and Doregion, something like that. The primary color dragon. Don't know. Kind of a weird design on that one. Just with the primary colors of yellow, blue, and red. Alright. Got Clang, Zorua, Woobat, Vanillite art rare. Gosh, that's just pretty. And a Bouffalant EX, a double hit. Stunfisk and Mienshao for the last two. Double hits on this one. And look how cute that is. There's the little ice cream cone blowing cold wind. That is just super cute. And then, of course, we also have the Afro Buffalo. You gotta give him some respect. Put some respect on the Afro Buffalo. So, So much to love in this one. All right. So next up on our list here, we got Chandeler's the middle one. Lampent. Patil. Tianmo. Oh. Ooh, and there's a Kyurem EX. Don't know your name, young lady. And you are Simisage. So we got a Kyurem. That is white Kyurem I'm going to go with? Or is it black Kyurem? I'm not sure. Again, didn't play Gen 5, so I don't know how the Kyurem... I know Kyurem, like the Kyurem is like a fusion thing, but I don't remember the rules of it because, again, didn't play it. So, but this has still been a really fun set to crack. That is Snivy. I can't remember your second form. Go ahead and find one is superior. Alright, Smaragdus. There's Landorus. And, oh, there's N. Finally seeing N in this one. I think his secret his art rare is in white flare. I think that's if you're gonna get his trainer secret rare, it's in there. Ferroseed. Archeops. I'm going to try to go just a little bit quicker through the year because we've already been at this for a little bit here, already at 21 minutes. So I'm going to just kind of focus more on anyone that's new or just anything that just looks really cool. Like not Shroomish, Fungus. Conkeldurr. There's Chandelure. That looks really nice with the foiling. I've seen the art rare for the Chandelure, and it also looks really cool in this set. But we still have quite a few packs here, so I'd like to get a couple more of those art rares. And there's Roly-Coly, another Samurott. That is Virizion, Galvantula, an energy retrieval. It looks like. Let's see where are we at here. We still got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow! Somehow I've kept this relatively even. We still have 10 whole packs, 5 of each to get into. So let's see what we can get. What we can still pull here. Trubbish, Purloin, Swadloon again, Dino. There is the Emboar and the Zebstrike. So already we've pulled that awesome secret rare Zekrom, which I'm assuming is probably one of the chases for the set. Ooh. Both those look really nice. You know, I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention. We should probably somewhere in here have a Master Ball, and I've probably just slipped right past it and not even paid attention to it. So I'll have to go back and look for that. There's Cubchoo. Oh, there is our Simipour. That looks really cute. Another one of those sweet Thundoruses. So that's another art rare for us. All right. Getting close to the end here. So we should still, I believe, have one more secret rare. Because if I'm not mistaken on these, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get one secret rare per box. But maybe I'm completely off. Galvantula. And there is Hydreigon EX. For a second, I thought that was the Master Ball. And I've been like, well, there's the Master Ball. But I'm pretty sure we're supposed to, maybe it's the, I'm not sure how the rates are on these, honestly. I was just excited to get my hands on these boxes because this set, again, just looks, it's so cool. I like when they do specialty sets like this, where you just kind of focus in on something instead of having kind of a mishmash of Pokemon between them. Being able to just kind of focus in on one gen, you can kind of get the theming right. Man, I am... Next video I do, I will not have this set up exactly the same, just because while I like the way it looks, I keep hitting this light, and I know it's probably getting jostling for some people. And there is a second secret. There's our Bouffalant EX. So I thought we were getting a second secret rare, and it is, in fact, the Afro Buffalo. Probably not as valuable as the Zekrom, let's just be honest, but hey, you know, as I said earlier, put respect on the buffalo with the fro. So we will do just that. Sandile, Larvesta, and there is an Excadrill EX for us. So another hit there. So we're still getting, we've gotten a good few hits here. So a lot of EXs, and we got obviously all of these art rares. We got 4 packs left, so would love to get one more art rare, but you know, I really shouldn't. I'm really not going to complain based off what we've gotten here. Joltik, Vanillux, another Vanillux, Terrakion. Couldn't think of the name, and there was a Garbodor at the back. This has not been Garbodor for us. We've actually, I'm very pleased with what we've been able to pull here, getting our hands on some really cool cards. Conkeldurr. And there's Melodia? I think it's Meloette. EX. And so we're down to our last 2 packs here. Will we get anything really spicy to close this out? Or will this be our swan song, so to speak? I could not resist the joke. We will do White Flare first, just to see what we get from here. Tepig, Ferrothorn, Zepstrike? I can't remember the name. Ooh, an final art rare maybe in the form of that Purloin. That is gorgeous. Zoroark, the primary color dragon, and a Stunfisk. So we got Purloin art rare. That is just cute. Look how cute that is, and how fitting that from Cat's Collectibles TCG we could score ourselves an adorable cat. And now on to the final pack. They always say last pack magic. Well, Black Bolt I think has been pretty good to us. So let's see what we get here. Girder. I'm still not sure what the name of that one is. And we got a foil Landorus, yeah. Okay, so hey, you know what? We finished out with a pretty solid little lineup here. We were able to get quite a few things here. So let's take a look. So we got Purloin, Meloette, our Buffalo, the Excadrill. I'm going to move and put the Zekrom right in the center because that's where it deserves to be. Actually, let's just make this a lot easier. We'll keep the secret rares in the front, but let's just do a quick, easy stack here so we can see what we pulled out of these 2 boxes, just so you get a sense. So all in all, from our 2 boxes, we were able to pull... trying to line this up so it looks real pretty. I don't know why I'm looking over the camera. I should be looking at the camera so you guys can actually, see. So I know what you guys are actually able to see, but we were able to pull 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 art rares, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 EXs, and the 2 secret rares being the Zekrom and the Bouffalante. So we pulled quite a bit here, so I really can't complain too much. Obviously, we have the Pokeballs that are in there. I need to go back and take a look and see if I can find the Master Balls. And so I will do that and let you know what are, you guys will have seen it well before me, so feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know when I missed the Master Ball. In fact, actually, I just realized in one of the last packs, this Conkeldurr is a Master Ball. Just realized that. So right near the very end, one of our Pokeballs, or one of our last packs had a Master Ball in it, and I'm just kind of flipping through here real quick to see who else has one. Overall, this set, really cute, lots of cool arts in it, lots of cool old school foiling, which is really cool. Gen 5 is a little bit decisive, I've noticed. I've noticed some people really like Gen 5, I've noticed some people dislike Gen 5, so it's kind of a take it or leave it kind of thing, but for me, I don't have an attachment to it. Like I said, I didn't play Gen 5, I kind of skipped it, and so for me, this is a cool way to see some of these Pokemon and be like, oh, that's really cool. The ones I'm not the most familiar with. Obviously, I was able to recognize quite a few of them. I'm sure I butchered some of the others, and there are so many of you that are gonna have my hide for it. But in the end, I had fun cracking this. Even if I don't know all of Gen 5's Pokemon, I still had a lot of fun cracking this set, taking a look at some of this really cool looking art, seeing this bit of Pokemon history that's getting a bit of more love. Ah, I found one. So I found a Braviary Master Ball. So we got a Conkeldurr and a Braviary Master Ball, and I'm gonna probably take the bold assumption that that'll probably be it. I doubt we got more than 2, but I have been wrong before. See my pronunciation of a ton of the names in this particular generation of Pokemon. But no, that was it. So we got those 2. So overall, I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased with this set. Like I said, special shout out once again to Cats Collectibles TCG for hooking me up with an incredible deal on these boxes. Be sure to check them out. They are, like I said, some really nice people that I've had that I've talked to personally, and they've been super supportive. I am a actual definition of a nobody, and they are giving me a shot as an affiliate for them. So I hope to do right by them because they've just been super nice to me. And like I said, I know this was a little rough around the edges, but hopefully here in the near future, things will be cleaned up a little bit better, and we'll be able to do much better content for you guys. I've got some ideas in the works that I'm wanting to tinker with and work on. Especially, like I said, I'm almost done with a complete 1025 Pokedex, so I want to do some videos about that. And I'd love to do more box crackings like this, because especially for sets like this, because this was a lot of fun. If I do that though, I'm going to do some research and maybe be able to look at have the names of all of this gen memorized, or at least mostly memorized. But then again, like I said, trying to memorize 1025 Pokemon is hard. I mean, it's just as hard to keep track of all of a particular gen, unless it's one that you definitely grew up with. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been, like I said, a ton of fun to crack and a ton of fun to do. I hope to do plenty more of it in the near future. If you have any feedback you want to give me, again, I'm brand new to this. Leave comments down below with any feedback you have for me. Be glad to take a look at anything to do this better. If you like what you see and you want to see more of it, be sure to give me a subscription. Give me a subscription. Subscribe. Follow me on. You'll be able to follow me on social media. I'll have my links in the description down below, but you'll also be able to follow Cats Collectibles TCG, because I'm going to put their links in the description below, because they are awesome. Again, I am an affiliate of theirs. If you click my link and buy something, I make money. I like money, but I also like the fact that you took time to watch this video. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is MinisterSF, and thank you. I'm going to hit the light one last time on the way out, but thank you, and have a good day.